Australia, my beloved Australia, my neighbour. This isn't over. This isn't the end. This is the moment we find out who you really are. Not just as a team, but as a nation that never gives up. The Wallabies are down, yes, but they're never out. And if you think this second test in Melbourne is just another game, well, you've missed the whole point. This is a moment of pride, of redemption, of proving that no matter the pressure, the Aussies never fold. They fight. And come on Saturday night, I believe in my heart that the Wallabies will beat the Lions by 4 points. Because it's Australia. And they rise when it matters. And yes, let's not forget about the Brisbane test. Yes, the first game. Yes. Heard a lot of critics. Yes. A lot of negativity. Yes. Keyboard warriors. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of negative comments saying this and that. Yes. No good. Yes. I know that the Brisbane test wasn't the flashiest for Australia, and it didn't go their way. The Lions came in strong, and they were structured, clinical, but credit to them. You know, that's a world-class team they were facing. But here's the thing that no one's saying. The game didn't define the Wallabies. It exposed what needs fixing, and that's the opportunity. It's not a setback. Now, here's the exciting part. Now, the Wallabies have named a formidable squad for the second test against the British and Irish Lions. You know, just looking at the squad, the big returns now, the towering lock, Will Skelton, returns to the starting lineup, bringing his massive physical presence and experience back into the game. And he brings an engine in the room as well. And alongside him, back row enforcer, welcome back to Rob. Valetini, is back in the number 6 jersey, adding explosive ball carrying and also a bruising edge in defence. Their return is a significant boost, to Australians' forward pack. At scrum half, would have liked Tate McDermott to start, but unfortunately, Jake Gordon has earned the starting nod at number 9 jersey. His speed around the ruck and sharp decision-making will be key in controlling the tempo early. And one of the most talked about selection is Joseph Suaalii. Shifts into the centres now, known for his athleticism and defensive strength. Suaalii offers a dynamic option midfield that could challenge, the Lions structure. I would love for Suaalii to shift that fullback. That's where he's more electric, especially on those high balls, creates chances and, those high balls, becomes, try time. So, would love for Suaalii to play fullback. But yeah, there's a solid balanced squad there leading, the team from number 8, is Harry Wilson, who continues to grow as a leader, an impact player. We've got Tom, gets the nod at fly half, linking up with Gordon to steer the Wallabies around the park, out wide. Speedsters, Harry, Potter, Max Jorgensen and Tom Wright, round out the threatening back three. So the bench is stacked, it's full of impact. Agus Bell, Tate McDermott, and Ben Donaldson offer serious firepower to finish strong. So with a mixed balance of experience and also exciting youth as well, the Wallabies is building to take the Lions and level the series that fans can expect. Joe Schmidt, the masterclass, he's heard the critics. But now is the time to trust the system, to trust the spirit. The critics are loud. And they're getting even louder. They say Australian rugby is fading, that the Lions are cruising at half pace. They can't win the series. But here's what they forget. Australia thrives in adversity. Remember the 2001? We're talking history here. Down 1-0 to the Lions, came back in the second, and then closed it in Sydney. That tells you that the Wallabies, they don't fold. They fight. And that's their DNA. Some people say they haven't found their DNA. Oh, they do know their DNA. And that we don't need to chase history. They are history. You've got John Eales, Larkin, Gregan, Kearns, Horan. These weren't just players. They were men who wore the jersey like it meant something. And right now, this generation, Mick Wright, Bell, Ikitau, they have the chance to write their own chapter. This one's for the fans, for my Aussie fans, to the people in the gold jersey screaming from the stands, to the kids playing rugby on Saturdays, dreaming of wearing the green and gold. To the old Wallaby fans who've stuck with this, through the hard times, through this team, through the highs and the heartbreak. Now it's the time to believe again. This is more than just a test match. It's about pride, passion, and proving that the Aussie belongs in the bigger stage. Don't let the scoreboard in Brisbane silence your heart. Let Melbourne awaken your voice. So Saturday night at Marvel Stadium, this isn't a dead rubber. This isn't damage control. This is destiny. We don't need perfection. We need courage. We need grit. We need a team that plays for every Australian. And their team, their nation, who still believes in the Wallabies. The Lions are a great side, no doubt. But they are not unbeatable. Not here. Not in Melbourne. Not when it matters most. So I don't care who wins. I respect both teams deeply. But if I had to pick, I have to plant the Aussie flag held high and support my Wallabies brothers who go to war. I'll put my flag up. I'm a Kiwi, and I don't care. I support the All Blacks, but I also support the Aussies as well. So I'll put my flag up for the Aussies, and I cheer for them. Cheer. Because it's more than just a game. It's a statement. So Australia, Aussie fans, get behind them. Make some noise. Work the spirit. Because they are not done yet. Not even close. So if you believe in the Wallabies, comment below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And let's bring the pride back to the gold jersey. And thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe for more rugby content. And keep supporting your rugby teams. And keep the rugby spirit alive. And we will see you in the next video.